This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys, so today we are planning to do these things. So we'll be talking about collections. What are collections? Why we need a collection? Then what are the methods of adding members inside collection? And we'll be creating user and device collections. So can somebody give me the public IP of your SCCM server? Jaswinder, is it? Can you give me the public IP of your SCCM server, please?
Okay.
What's the
It is
IP?
4040
.40 dot
dot 113 dot
113 dot
206 dot
mhm.
116.
Okay, so I'm connecting to SCCM server and I need the username and password. What's the username? Jaswinder.
Deb/Jaswinder.
Password, please.
Password is Mumbai M capital
Uh-huh.
MUMBAI hash
Hash
123456.
uh, MUMBAI at hash 123456.
First M is capital caps.
Okay. You will get disconnected because I
No,
just logged in.
no worries.
So I'll just create my account here. Can you, are you also logged into domain controller?
Yes,
Can you create one account there in domain controller called
sure.
Kashif and with the same password and add that account to the domain admin group, please.
I'll do that.
Let me know when you're done so that I'll assign,
Sure.
I'll give permission to myself. So I just assign one permission that any domain administrator will have full administrator rights on SCCM. So click OK. Now if I will just disconnect, sign out. No, I'll just disconnect. Let me know when the account is ready.
Just a sense done. I've
Done?
created an account by the name KASHIF Kashif.
Very
Just
good.
a second.
Okay.
Just a just I did a spelling mistake. Okay.
And make sure that your password is
Same.
unchecked. Uh, Uncheck the, I don't have to change the password. The same
Yes.
password, Mumbai hash 1 2 3.
And password never expires.
Yeah. MUMBAI at the rate, no, hash 12345.
6.
Oh, okay, 6. So MUMBAI hash 123456. Is that correct? Username and password?
MUMBAI hash 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'm resetting it. I think I have done mistake. MUMBAI hash 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's six. It is taking up to 6.
So I am just typing the password on the notepad. Let me know if it is correct or not. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is correct. They should log in.
Yeah, it's working now. Thank you. Have you not added my account to domain admin?
Uh, I'll do that.
Yeah, then only I'll be able to log into this computer.
How to do that? Like, I'm so sorry if I forgot it.
No, it is. Take your time.
No,
Because why I'm doing it? Because I don't have to log you off. I mean, you will get disconnected if I log in. So better I create my account.
correct. And
So
how should I
we
add
won't.
it to domain admin? If you can just guide me again.
Sorry.
How should I add it to domain admin? If you can guide me again.
Just double click on my account and go to member of.
My account.
Let me make you presenter.
Okay.
Click on tools, tools, Active Directory user and computers. Double click on Kashif, member of, add, domain admin, domain space, admin, type in.
Dev slash that way,
No, no,
right?
just domain admin, domain space, admin, check names,
Okay.
click OK and apply OK. That's it. Thank you. Let me log in from my end. So connect. The password is this lab slash. You can log in back to SCCM server, okay, with your account. Okay, guys, thank you. So I just logged into SCCM server. Now we will talk about the collection. In SCCM, every deployment or any policy or anything you do, you have to create a collection for that. Without collection, it is not possible to deploy anything, any policy or application or patches or operating system deployment. So collection is nothing but a group wherein you put members inside. What is this? The user account running, insufficient permission. Give me 1 minute. Looks like the policy has not refreshed yet. So just render, and the password is mumbai@123 4. No,
Hash.
mumbai hash
Hash.
one two
One two
three
three four five
four
six
five
six.
six. Okay, so I was talking about collections. So user collection is nothing but groups which contains users, right? So these are the default collections when we installed SCCM. So first one is all user groups. This contains all the security groups which SCCM has discovered so far from Active Directory. So to view the members inside it, you just double click on this and it will list down all the groups. Okay. So all user groups you have: domain admin, domain computer, domain controller, domain guest, domain user. So these are the groups which are discovered so far. Then all users, you see it is one, and that should be just vendor, right? Now my account will also be coming here in, it will come in 5 minutes because we just created one account there. So this um, collections, these are dynamic collections, automatic. uh, it will get updated based on the discovery from Active Directory. You don't have to manually modify these collections. Okay, these are the default collections. Then the third one contains all the users and the groups, both of them together. This contains both of them. So 20 plus 1, 21. Then you have, similar to that, you have device collection. These are the default collections. First one says all desktop and server. You have 4 computers, 3 servers and 1 client computer. That's the reason the number of uh, count is 4. Then mobile devices, all mobile devices, all system. This contain all the computers. Okay, all unknown computers. Okay. Now, if you just double click on all system, it should list down all the computers. So you have client, database, domain, SCCM. Now, when was the last time the SCCM server in client computer talked to the server? So you see the last policy request. Okay. So it Windows 10 computer talked to the SCCM server 5 minutes back. Database talked 5 minutes back. Domain same. SCCM 3 minutes back, 2 minutes back. So that's how you can verify whether the devices are communicating with the server or not. Also, the hardware and inventory and software inventory is collected or not. So for hardware inventory, you see hardware scan, this was collected yesterday. Software scan is still pending, that's the reason it is blank. For domain, hardware and software, both the entry is pending. Inventory is pending, that's the reason both of them are blank. Database, both of them are still pending. And hardware inventory is collected for Windows 10, but software is still pending. Now you can also add a couple of options. For example, you want to add the domain here, so it should list down the domain, you know. Then let's say you want to add the operating system, so it will list down the operating system of all the computers. So the first one is the workstation, others are servers, right? um, Suppose you want to add the serial number, you can add the serial number of the computer. You can also add last activity. That's here, last activity. So when was the last time these computers communicated with the server? Okay. Now, so every collection we create, we add a couple of members inside it. You can create user collection and add users. You can create device collection and add devices. So let's create couple of user collections. So always create your custom collection. Do not do any deployment on these default user and sys device collections. Okay, so leave them as it is. Do not do any deployment on these collections. Always create your own custom collection. So I'll create user collection, right click, create user collection. So let's say direct role membership membership user collection. So in this collection, I'm gonna add members using direct rule methods. So I'll just copy this direct rule membership user collection. Browse. Now this is limiting collection. Limiting means where would you the search criteria. Where are you searching from? So I'm searching from this all user because this is the top level one which contains all my users. So I'm searching it from here, or you can search from here. That depends on you. This one you cannot because this is just a group. So I'm searching from here, which contains all the users. So that's
This
the limiting.
users will come from AD, correct?
Sorry.
The users will come from AD, correct? Domain.
Yes, 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 yes.
And
Now you
in case if
see.
we have different OUs, it will also bring that group over here.
Huh? Sorry.
In case the Active Directory has different OUs, different groups, it will bring that groups also over here.
Yes.
Okay.
You should see that you just created one account, Kashif, right? And now the Kashif account is coming here in SCCM. Where it is coming from? It's coming from Active Directory. Clear? So limiting collection is going to be the top level all users so that I can find my users from here. Next. Now in this uh, section, I have options to add members inside this collection. So there are a couple of methods to add. So first is direct rule, query rule, device category, include collection, exclude collection. Okay, so gonna go with this direct rule method. And next, and you can either you put percentage to list down all the users, and next it should list down all the users. And whichever you wanna select, you can select that, or you can type in the name. For example, I want to add Kashif in this collection. So you need to choose a username here. So user resource is a class, and inside that the attribute is username and the value is Kashif. You remember we expanded the schema of Active Directory. In the schema, we had classes and attributes, right? Similarly, in SCCM, you have class and attributes. So next, you see, I just have to choose that one and next, and close it. So this is now, um, Kashif is now added to this collection. This is member one. In case if I don't want this guy to be here in this collection, I can just delete it. Okay. Or you can add one more, other users in the same collection using direct or query. Depends on you. So next, and close it. Now let me go back to user collection. What happened? It's not recording. We started the recording, right?
Yeah, we started recording.
But it is not recording. Is it recording at your end? Is it recording is showing there?
No, it is not recording. The record button is not highlighted.
Okay. Hi, Srinivas, you there? Can you start the recording from your end? Is that working? Go to meeting, use audio service, don't use recording. Give me a minute, let me call Srinivas.
Okay, no worries.
Sorry, I'm back. So I just spoke to Srinivas. He said this is getting recorded and I should continue. So you guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
we have created one collection that is direct rule membership collection. So added one user here. If you double click on this, you see Kashif is a member of this collection. In case if I want to add some more users in this collection, so I'll go to the user section. Let's say I want Jaswinder to be a member of this collection as well. So right click, add selected items, add selected items to existing collection and choose the collection. That's it. Now if I go back to user collection, this should increase to 2. Currently it is 1, but if I just refresh, there's 2 now. Got it? So this is called direct rule membership. I'm going to create one more collection. That's going to be the query based. So query rule. Query rule membership user collection 1. Limiting collection, it should find from a, so this is the all user collection where all my users are present. So we will add the members from this collection. We will search the members from this user collection next. Now, in order to add, I just showed you the direct one. I'm gonna show you this query one. Now, when this comes in, you just type in query, anything of your choice. I'm just giving query as name and edit query statement. Now, either if you know the query language, you can just go to show query language and type in your query here, and it will add the members. Okay, so we actually don't know the exact query, so we'll go with GUI. So show query design. Okay, so I'll go show query design and the criteria. Based on that criteria, it will add the members inside this collection. So we'll set a criteria. Click on this yellow icon, simple value, where the class and attribute. So let's say the class is going to be this user resource. Inside that you have attribute. So the attribute is going to be user group name. Click OK. So I'm going to add the users whose class is user resource and the attribute is user group name, and the value of the attribute is going to be, let's say, all domain admins, and click OK. And the show query language, it created a query language automatically in the backend. Select star, that means all from the table. This is the table. Okay, so it is selecting every user from this table where the user group name is equals to lab/domain admin. That's the query which got created automatically. So we'll click OK, OK, and always choose this one when you are creating a query language, because it will keep on updating the collection based on the criteria which you have set here every 5 minutes, the periodically. If you don't choose that one, what will happen? It will update the collection every 7 days, right? So you will have to wait for 7 days to get the collection updated. So I'll just choose that one. Next, next, and close it. Now, this query collection should have all the members inside this collection which are members of domain admin group in Active Directory. That's what we have defined. So all the users which are present in domain admin groups should be a member of this collection. So I'm gonna refresh this and I should see number count is 2, right? It is querying the Active Directory and finding what all members are there inside that domain admin groups, and it found 2 users, and that's the reason it has added both the users in this collection. So that's the user query based collection, guys. Now in case if you wanna dsa.msc. Somebody was asking me about an OU, right?
Yes, that means we need to know a good table structure of Active Directory.
Yeah. So let me just type in domain and the password mumbai #12345 6.
Correct.
So I'm connecting to a domain controller. In domain controller, I'm gonna launch this Active Directory user and computers. Now, in Active Directory, normally in the production environment, you create structure like right click on this lab.com and then new organization unit. So let's say one structure is going to be one OU for London. I'm just creating a sample organization unit. Okay, Mumbai. Okay, so in you will normally in the production environment you see the structure like this. So London, you have another organization unit called computers. London has one more organization unit called users. Groups. Okay, similarly in London, you will have users in Mumbai and computers and security groups. Basically, every office will have some computers, some users, and some security groups. That's how you create the structure. And later on, you have some computers in London. I'll create a couple of users here in London. So let's say user one is going to be Spider-Man, and the password. Okay, so I'm gonna add one more OU in Mumbai called users new. Batman. I'm just trying to simulate it as a production environment. Okay, I'm gonna create one group here, security groups, all London users, and inside that I'll just add the member, and that's gonna be Spider-Man because the Spider-Man is from London. So I created a couple of organization units, London, Mumbai, and New York. In Mumbai, I have users, and inside users, I have Batman. Then computers in London, which is blank at the moment, I can move some. Let me just move Windows 10, for example, this guy. Uh, I can just drag and drop. So let's say this computer belongs to London, right? I'll just move it here. Okay. So Windows 10 computer is in London now. Users, Spider-Man in London, and a security group which contains all the users from all the London users. So Spider-Man is the one. Now it's not necessary for you to create these things, but I'm just trying to simulate it as a production environment. So normally you have a structure like this. In user you will have all the users present in that location. In computer you will have all the computers present in that location, and all the security groups. Okay, now once you have done this, you come back to administration, you go to hierarchy configuration, go to discovery methods. In discovery methods you have security groups, right? And go to properties. Currently it is discovering from where? Just from the user, right? So it is not going to discover my London group and Mumbai, other things. So I'm going to add the location. So I'll say London groups and choose the location. The location is going to be London and groups. So all the groups inside this, container will be discovered in SCCM. Apply and OK. I'm just gonna right click on this and run full discovery now. Second thing is the user discovery, right? Right click and properties. Currently it is discovering the users only from user, right? So I'm gonna add London and users so that it will discover the user from this
This is
OU as
only
well.
for discovery, right? Collections are different than this discovery. This is just to get the users
Yeah,
and groups from
yes,
ready to this.
yes. This
Okay,
is different from collection, but you have to have the discovery, then only it will add the members, right?
okay.
Then I'm gonna add Mumbai. Now two more uh, option, two more location added for the discovery. So I'm gonna right click on this and run full discovery now. That's it. Now I'm gonna create one collection based on a certain OU. So if anyone is present in that particular organization unit in Active Directory, it, that guy should be, though they will be the members of the collection. So I'm gonna create one collection. So query rule membership user collection 2. Limiting collection. I'm gonna search my users from. Okay, that's still 2. Actually, the number should increase to 4, right? Because we have created 2 more users. So either we will have to wait for some time. Next, and choose the query rule. Put anything of your choice in this box and edit query statement and the criteria. New. The class is going to be the user resource, and the attribute is going to be user OU name. So I'm looking for user whose class is user resource, and the attribute is user OU name, and the value of user OU name is equal to So all the users inside London should be a member of this collection. So click OK, next, next, close it. So the criteria says all the members, all the users which are present in this London user OU, right? That should be a member of that collection. So this should query the Active Directory and bring the user here. So I'll just refresh. Okay, I'll have to wait for some time because this count is not yet increased, the all user count. All user count will have to increase first. This has to come to 4 because we have added 2 more discovery in the discovery process. Yeah, now you see it is increased to 4 and the collection is increased to 1,
Correct.
and that should be Spider-Man. Now suppose if I just move Batman, for example, I just move Batman to this London. Suppose Batman was there in Mumbai and he is now transferred to London, right? This guy, this collection will automatically get updated. So it will become 2, not 1. So I'll just refresh or update membership. So it's gonna refresh automatically. So after 5 minutes, it should give me the count. Clear? Anybody has any questions so far?
No.
All good? So similar to this user collection, we have device collection as well. So I'll just leave this as it is. This collection will get updated in 5 minutes. So we'll leave that as it is. Device collection. So right click on this and create device collection. Limiting collection is going to be all system. So from here, I'm going to search my computers. Next. Um, it's going to be direct rule. So I'm going to click on direct rule. Next. Either you type in the name of the computer, let's say client 1, and next. So it should bring client 1. Or in case if you want to bring list down all the computers, so you just type in percentage, it should list down all the discovered computers so far. Okay, so I'm gonna add only client computer. Next, next, and close. So next, next, and close. So this is called direct rule membership. Now in case if you would like to add a couple of more devices in this collection, you go to devices section. And let's say I'm gonna add database in this collection. So right click on the database and add to an existing collection. And choose the collection name. That's it. So that collection has now two computers, client and database, both. You see, two computers. Now we'll be creating query rule collection. So right click, create device collection. So I'll just type in query 1, browse. All system is going to be the search criteria. Next, always choose this for query, add rule, query rule, edit query statement. So go to criteria and this yellow icon. Now I need to choose the class and attribute. Let's say I'm looking for all servers, right? So I'll just choose select. The class is going to be system resource, and the attribute inside the class is going to be operating system. And the value of that, so I'm looking for computer whose class is system resource and the operating system is the attribute, and the value of operating system is equals to there are a couple of discovered operating systems. So this one is Windows 10, this one is server, but if I choose this one, I'll not be able to add this one. So instead of taking only one server, I'm gonna take a criteria called is like and server. So this will cover both advanced server and NT server both. I'm choosing the wild character. So I'm looking for computers whose operating system name has server in it. So any computer whose operating system contains server, they will get added in this collection. So click OK, 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 next. Now this should bring all the servers in this collection. So just refresh. So this has got 3 servers now. Domain, database, SCCM, all those 3 should be showing up there, right? I'm going to create one more query rule query 2. limiting collection is going to be all system. Query rule. Edit query statement. Now let's say I'm looking for all the computers which has a particular application installed in it. So select, I need to choose the exact class for that. So installed software. An attribute is going to be add remove program display name. Click OK. I'm looking for all the computers in which the app software installed display name is equals to value. Um, you can take any one of them. Okay, so let's take this one. I'm looking for computers where Microsoft Silverlight is installed. Okay, next. So it will query the database and look for all the computers where Silverlight is installed and add the computers in this collection. So query 2. There are 2 computers where Silverlight is installed. Clear, guys? Okay, so now I'm gonna look for one more. I'm gonna create one more query rule collection. So I'm just giving you examples, guys. So you may get such requirement in the company that we need to have a deployment on certain criteria. So only deploy Google Chrome application where Google Chrome previous version is installed. So you will have to look for all the computers where previous version of Google Chrome is installed. So query 3. I'm looking for all the computers where the physical memory, the RAM of the computer is 2 gigabyte or 4 gigabyte, something like that. So I'm gonna edit query statement, criteria, select. So you have to choose the exact class, and that comes on experience, guys. So when to choose this physical memory, when to choose operating system, when to choose this port history, when to choose the processes and all. So, and the capacity is these things come on experience. So when you start doing it, automatically you will get to know those things, and you don't have to look for any other things, because you will get familiar with it. Now I'm looking for all the computers where the physical memory capacity is let's say is greater than or equal to, so any computer who is having 2 gigabyte of RAM or more than 2 gigabyte of RAM. So I'll just say 2048. So any computer which is having 2 GB or more than 2 GB of RAM. Next, next, close it. Now the query rule, refresh. So these are the two computers. I think both of them should be database and client. These are the two computers where memory is 2 GB or more than 2 GB. I'm going to create one more collection. Query 3, 4. Based on a criteria. So the criteria is I'm looking for computers where a particular service is running. The class for that is services. Services. And the display name, I think display name equals. So I'm looking for all the computers where a particular service is running. And is there any SQL service? No. Okay, let's take this one, SMS executive service, and click OK, and OK, and OK, and OK. So this collection should add all the computers where a particular service is running, and the service name is SMS underscore executive. So only one computer. Got it? Now I'm going to create one more collection. Let's say Mumbai collection, Mumbai computers. All system is the limiting collection. Next, add direct rule. So in Mumbai, there are two computers, client 1 and database. I'm going to create one more collection. It's going to be London computers. And that is going to be limiting collection all system. Next, direct rule. Next, percentage, domain, and SCCM. So London collection has two computers, domain and SCCM. Now this collection has domain and SCCM, and Mumbai collection has client and database. Now I'll show you the include collection, how the include collection works. So include collection. So let's say I'm gonna add the computers which belong to Mumbai as well as London, both of them. So I'm gonna browse it first, choose all system, next, and include collection. So this collection will have members which are present in London and Mumbai both. So total it should have 4 computers. So include collection should have members of London plus Mumbai. So I'll just refresh. Got it? So this has added all the members of London plus all the members of Mumbai, and now the count is 4. I'll create one more collection that is going to be exclude collection. Limiting collection is going to be this. Let's say I'm going to add all the Mumbai computers, right? Um, all the computers. I'm going to add all the computers here, but Mumbai computers should not be there. So I'm going to add all the computers, right? So this collection has all 4 computers, right? But I'm going to exclude Mumbai computers so that whatever present inside Mumbai will not be added to this collection. So this exclude collection will only have London computers, all the computers apart from Mumbai. You see, only 2 computers. So Mumbai computers are not present in this collection. Anyone has any confusion?
No.
Isaac, Rakesh, Yogesh, Mohan.
So far, so
Hello,
good.
hello, sir. Kasif, sir. Rakesh here.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I installed from that all that agent from CCM agent. So client is same issue will be come from my side. So today I will resolve from like we can disable that firewall and we will try. Still, I am not tried. So apart
Okay.
from that, 3 server is already installed that client agent. But in that client system is still pending. So today I will done and I will let you know, sir.
Fine. But any question in today's session in the collection?
Yeah, sir. That in collection, sir, like I'm not like sure that exactly what is the use of like including collection and that this collection. So can I get
Collection.
a notes for
Col-
that also, sir, as well as like we can go through detail also. We are just now you created for query, sir, right? Query one, query two, query three. So what is the use of that? Like how we will use for that in future?
So
So
I'll
that I
be
am not clear that very like 100%. Little bit I know
yes.
what you like explained that I know, but
Yeah.
I am not understanding like how we are using for that and in that real time or in future.
So we have. So you just need to know how the collection is created, query based and direct rule. Now later on, I'll be showing you how we can utilize these collections to deploy application or patches or whatever it is. You
Yeah,
don't have to know.
yeah. Yeah,
You don't
concern
have to
is there
know what
like
is
how
going to
to
come in the future.
yeah how to
Sorry.
we are use and utilize for that. That is my like concern. That's why
So
I know the concept of like how to create and how to like use it, but I don't know utilize when we'll utilize and how we can.
so that session is still pending. That is gonna come.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Still, whatever you explained till now, I know, I understand very well, sir.
Yeah. So that is the question I had. Any question in today's session? What is coming in future? That don't worry about it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So what we discussed today is how do we create collections? So collections are a very important components of SCCM. Every deployment, every policy, and everything you deploy it through collection. So in the next session onwards, we will see how we can. I think I have 10 more minutes wherein I will just show you one application deployment and I'll give you the assignment so that tomorrow when we meet, you guys at least have a couple of application deployed through SCCM. So now let's create a scenario. So I'm just giving you a live scenario which normally you get in the companies that um, let me open Notepad. I don't know why it is not opening Notepad. Run. Oh my God, it's running slow. Okay, now finally. So I'm just creating one scenario. Okay, Notepad. Now suppose you get a requirement in the company that deploy an application to all Mumbai computers. Okay. Now first of all, what you do, step by step. Step one, create a collection. Put all Mumbai computers in that collection. And that depends on you how you create the collection, either query based or direct role. Now we already have a collection and that is Mumbai collection, Mumbai computers, which has two computers. So the collection is ready. Now the third thing is download the application. Okay. Save it on a shared location. Add the application in SCCM. Distribute to distribution point. Deploy to a collection. So this is the requirement. Deploy an application to all Mumbai computers. So first of all, you need to have the collection that is already there. We have already created one collection. The second thing is download the application. So let's take one application. For example, I need to deploy 7-zip to all the Mumbai computers. So let's go ahead and download this application. Wow. Seven zip download. I'm going to the website. There are a couple of formats available. exe dot, this is for Linux, and no, not Linux. This is in different format. You will have to extract it first. Um, Basically, I'm looking for MSI. MSI is this the best one for Windows installation. So I'm gonna take the 64-bit, download, and save this on. Let's say I'm gonna save this in on desktop. Now application is downloaded, right? I'll just copy and save it on the shared location where SCCM has access.
That WSS the US server, sir, right? In share
Yeah. So
Source
yeah,
folder.
source, yeah, source inside WSS. Okay.
right. This is the shared folder. Inside share source, I'll create one folder called application. Inside this application folder, I'm going to create one more folder called 7-zip and put the file inside this. So the create collection is done, right? Put all the Mumbai computers in that collection, that is already done. Download the application, done. Save it on a shared location, done. Now add this computer, this application to SCCM. So I'm gonna go to software library and you have application here. Right click on application, create application. Now since we have downloaded MSI file, I'll choose MSI. You have other formats as well. Um, in case if you are deploying it for Android, iOS, or Windows phone, but I'm going to choose this Windows installer and location ccmps slash uh, what is the host name? SCCMPS slash SCCMPS, and then source. Inside source I have application and then 7-zip and the file. So this is the file which we just downloaded. I'll go next. It is saying the application, the publisher is not verified by Microsoft. That is okay. You can ignore this warning. Now the application name 7-zip, publisher is going to be, I think it's Igor Pavlov. Version is going to be 18.0.5. And this is the installation command. So msi exec /i for installation, msi file which you downloaded, and q means quiet mode installation. Installation behavior install for system. Okay. Next, I'll discuss more in details tomorrow, but I'm just giving you assignment to at least have a couple of application deployed through SCCM. So tomorrow you have better idea when I'll be discussing application deployment. So this is added to SCCM now. Now to deploy it to the devices, you first need to distribute it to the distribution point. You see the content status is not yet distributed. So I'll right click and distribute content. Next, and choose the distribution point. next, next. Now this application is going to be distributed to the distribution point. So I just refresh it, and this is in progress now. That's the reason it is in yellow, and later on it will become green once the distribution is completed. It's green now, that means it is distributed. Now it's time to distribute it, deploy this to all Mumbai computers. So deploy, and I need to choose the device collection and Mumbai computers. You see now, Rakesh, the collection is being utilized. That is the reason we had created a collection. So
Okay,
Mumbai
okay, got it,
collection,
sir.
click OK, next, next. Now there are a couple of options available. In case if you want to install it, so keep install. If you want to uninstall from those Mumbai computers, so uninstall. I'm gonna with install, and you have option either forcefully install or make it available. Forceful, whether user like it or don't like it, it's gonna be installed. Available, it is available, and user can install himself. Next, when do you want to get this available? Next, the notification to the user. Let's say all notification will be given to the users. Next, 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 and close it. So this is now deployed to a collection, and the collection is all Mumbai computers. Now, who all are members of this Mumbai collection? So I'm gonna go to this device collection and look for Mumbai computers. So client and database. So I'm just gonna log into client one, connect. Okay, Jaswinder is logged in. Let me just log into the database.
I've logged out.
Okay, so now in this database, I should see that application in the software center. So if I am a user, I need 7-zip. I can go to software center and get the application. So currently it is not showing because you remember we have a polling schedule of 5 minutes. So all the agent goes to the server every 5 minutes. So we just send the agent. We don't want to wait for 5 minutes. We'll just send the agent. So we'll come here in action and machine policy. So basically I'm sending the agent to get the machine policy from the management point. And you now have the application 7-zip. So if I am a user, I need this application. I'll just click on this and install. That's it. And it's
But
gonna
while
download and install.
Yeah,
Hmm?
but while making the deployment, we chose to install Salentry and not to make it available. So how come
No,
it
no, no, no.
is available?
We made it available.
Okay, I think I have missed it.
Okay, so now it got installed. So let me just give you a recap what we did today. So we did overview of collection, methods of creating collections, direct rule, query rule, include collection, exclude collection, and we created couple of collections in user and device collections. Now the assignment for you, I want each one of you to create at least 20 user and device collection with direct and query rule membership, and create at least 5, not exe, I don't want you guys to work on exe, 5 MSI application and deploy to user and device collection in available and required mode, and see yourself how that works. And tomorrow we will be discussing more on the application deployment. Okay, that's the assignment for you guys.
Sure. Thank you.
Anyone has any question before we wrap it up?
I'm not sure if you wanted to take a look at my client issue real quick, or
I am not able to do it now.
no problem.
Can we do it in the morning tomorrow? I mean, when you get up in the morning, you can send a message. I'll
Sure,
connect. Okay.
no
Okay,
problem.
guys. So those who are on Azure, you can stop the servers if you are not practicing and not doing the assignment. So it won't charge you then. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. We'll meet again same time tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.